right, welcome back, everybody. It is the Bottleneck News. We're the Brilliant Beards and the non-brilliant Craig Beard that he doesn't have. I'm Robbie.
Buck.
And I'm the obviously not brilliant Beard Craig.
He's brilliant, just no beard. You're very brilliant, Craig, just no beard. We can get you there. Think hard enough and you'll get that little fuzz you get on your chin.
The peach
fuzz. You know, that little tiny, I don't even know if it counts as peach fuzz.
Excuse me.
Before we get started, as always,
first things first on the realist. Today's beard of the day is Leinenkugel Big Butt Doppelbock. It is a Bavarian style beer. I know that because I read the label. See how she tastes.
Carefully brewed for 6 generations.
That's good.
That's good, man.
Yeah, that's
That
smooth.
really is good.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's really smooth.
Hey, man, it's the pride of Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin.
You can go purify yourselves in Lake Minnetonka while you're there. You know what that's from?
No.
Dave Chappelle when he plays
Yeah.
Prince.
Yeah, true.
And then he plays pancakes.
He's a good man. He's a good man.
All right, well, to get started, we are changing up the format a little bit. We're gonna quiz Buck a little bit here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go with a Wikipedia random page, and we're gonna see what Buck knows about some of this. Which, wow, this one's pretty lame. I'm gonna skip that one.
Knowledge gold right here.
Yeah, some of these are not that good. Okay, here you go. Visa requirements for Ghanaian. Is that how we say it? Ghanaian?
From Ghana?
Yeah, Ghanaian?
Janian? It's Janian.
Janian citizens? Do you want to learn about their visa requirements? I thought it was going to be something cool.
Really.
But it totally...
A lot of it's a bunch of words I can't pronounce.
Yeah, Winterbourne Zelston. It's a village and civil parish in North Dorset, England.
I don't know.
Have you ever been overseas?
Does Mexico count?
Did you cross a sea at any point, Buck?
I don't think so.
The Rio Grande, though large and wide at some points, is not an ocean.
Oh, then no.
should.
I do intend on going to Ireland next year.
Did you know when I was a wee lass, I lived in Ireland?
A wee lad?
Wee lad?
A lass is a female.
You never know these days.
I hope I do with you.
When I was 5, I lived in Ireland.
For what?
My dad worked for Oral-B, and they were opening a plant there, and I don't know what he was doing. And he played semi-pro basketball.
That's toothbrush, ain't it?
Yeah. No, it's the personal hygiene company.
They do
stuff.
Everything.
So they do personal hygiene. Oh, yeah, they do mouthwash and stuff like that, too. I guess, personal hygiene would be the correct thing. Not that anybody cares, but...
Yeah. You like it. I remember it being cold and wet.
Interesting.
That's what I remember. Cold and wet. I remember the winters. I don't remember... Or the winter... I don't remember the summer. I don't think we were there that long. I remember it being really, really cold. We lived in this 3-story building, and my mom would turn on... I think she would turn on the burners in the stove in the kitchen and close the doors. We'd all run downstairs as fast as we could because it was so cold in the house.
I remember my dad used to... we did the same thing, but we'd get in the garage, and he would start the car, and then he'd shut me and my brother in the garage. Just leave us in there. I'm kidding. He didn't do that.
Lucky you made it out alive.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, man, we used to sit in the car. Dad used to run a pipe into the car out of the exhaust. We just hang out all day, man.
Just get
nice and warm.
Yeah.
I feel a little sluggish the next day.
Exactly.
But
Dad, I'm starting to throw up in here in my mouth every 30 seconds. You want to crack that window for me there, buddy?
That's horrible.
That's pretty bad.
It's pretty rough. That never happened.
I sure hope not. How did we go from being in Ireland to your dad parked the car in the garage?
Well, because your mom would use the heat, and I don't know. There's no relation to those at all. It's just off the cuff.
Last week we talked about the NCAA playoffs,
Oh yeah.
March Madness.
Is Virginia still in it?
No.
Oh,
Virginia lost over the weekend. I can't remember who they lost to. I'm going to look it up real quick.
well, my predictions have gone down the crapper.
Yeah. I never filled out a bracket. Neither did you or any of the rest of us.
Execution fail.
Yeah, we failed to execute there. So what I thought would be fun was to ask Buck who would win between all of them and see how well he's going to do.
If I can nail this.
We're gonna see here. So between we'll do the
Is it
so
Sweet
we're in the
16? Are
32.
they in the Sweet 16?
yeah,
Sweet
they're in the 16 now. So who do you think would win between Kentucky and Cincinnati?
Kentucky.
Okay,
All
they
day.
did win. How about between West Virginia and Maryland?
West Virginia?
Maryland.
Crap.
No, just kidding. West Virginia did win.
2 for 2.
How about Butler and Notre Dame? Notre Dame's third, Butler's sixth.
Butler.
Butler almost beat him. It was in overtime, but Notre Dame pulled it out. I watched the game. It was really good. Wichita State 7, Kansas 2.
Kansas.
Nope.
God.
Wow.
You're going downhill fast. All right, my computer froze. Villanova versus Villanova's number 1 versus number 8 NC State.
Villanova.
NC State upset them.
God, I always go Villanova because Kerry Kittles played there.
Northern
3 years
Iowa 5th. Louisville 4.
Louisville.
Yep.
Rick
Dayton.
Pitino still there? Pitino still at
Yeah.
Louisville?
Yep. Dayton number 11. Oklahoma number 3.
Dayton.
Oklahoma.
Dang, I like cars.
Michigan State 7. Virginia 2. I already told you who won that game. So
Oh, yeah.
Michigan State won. Duke and San Diego State. Duke's number 1, of
Oh,
course.
Duke.
Of course. Utah 5. Georgetown 4.
Utah.
Utah 1. Good upset call. UCLA
Just
number
guessing
11.
because that's where you're from.
UAB number 14.
I didn't want to be disrespectful and pick Georgetown. What was it?
Number 11 UCLA. Number 14 UAB.
UCLA.
Good job, man. You're getting them good. Number 7 Iowa. Number 2 Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
Yep.
I
Number
used to be a
2.
huge fan of Gonzaga.
See, the rest of them, none of them are upsets, so you're gonna get them.
Let me tell you let me tell you the jacket I used to have. I used to have a UMass jacket, and here's why I had a UMass jacket because Marcus Camby went there.
Dude, that's back in the day.
He sucks, but
Dude, he's still playing.
yeah, but I don't even know who he plays for now.
He was with the Knicks last
Do you
time.
remember? Do you remember the jackets you used to have that had the school across the
The
front?
starter jackets?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a Georgetown one at one point because I thought I was gangster when I was in like 7th grade.
I had a UMass. Nobody else in the state of Mississippi had a UMass one. I guarantee you.
I'm not going to make any low comments about Mississippi on that one.
Please don't.
Keep it to myself.
Oh, please, I insist.
No.
Why?
I mean-
do you think they're funny?
Tell
Or
us how you really feel.
I actually do find them funny. As
Some
long as
of
they
'em.
don't- As long as they don't include bare feet or Indians.
no?
I
I
watched
was
a
just
show-
gonna.
I
I was
watched-
just gonna say most people in Mississippi don't make it outside of Tupelo, let alone know where UMass would be located. Let alone probably know where Massachusetts is located.
North,
East.
West, United States. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, man. I know where it's at. It's up there. It's close to New York.
You're close.
It's south of it.
You're
Southwest.
I'm proud of
Is it
you,
not?
Buck.
No,
Yes, it is.
Massachusetts is not. Is this south of New York? No, it's north. Or am I thinking about Rhode
You
Island?
think of Rhode Island?
Oh, well, they're so small.
Huh. Perhaps
My
I should
bad.
be giving Craig a geography lesson.
You should.
Yeah, because I think Boston's south. Yeah, Boston.
I swear to you, though, I was thinking of New York as Maine.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was. I thought New York was in the uppermost, whatever. Do you know Maine is closer to Africa than Florida is? But you didn't know that, did you?
Yeah, it's the way the bend in the earth works. No, Boston's north.
Boom.
Yeah, because Rhode Island, Connecticut, Boston are all, or
What? Boston's north of New York?
Massachusetts. Yeah, New York's.
No way.
So,
It's
yeah,
east
it's-
of it.
Yeah.
No, it's Boston's northeast of New York.
Northeast, southwest.
I can
Come
never
on
remember
now.
that little chunk if it's north or south.
Anyway,
I haven't touched up on my geography in the last, I don't know, 20 years.
I think since the NCAA tournament's going on right now, ESPN had that 30 for 30 on Christian Leitner.
Yes, one of my favorite players
You have
of
not
all
seen it, you
time.
need to watch it. It's great. It's
People
super
will
good.
question me for being a Duke fan, but I just want to let you know that I've been a Duke fan since I was about 9 years old.
See, it's south.
No, it's not. New York is right there, buddy.
Oh, I was talking about the state.
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about New York City.
No.
Yeah, the state of New York it's just east of the state of New York, Massachusetts is.
Yeah, my dad would be highly disappointed. He used to be a geography teacher. Congrats, you didn't teach me anything.
Well, he was a big sports fan. He taught you where UMass was.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, you told me about all the cool, what do you call signatures again?
Oh, autographs.
Autographs that he got you, even though they were on random articles.
Dad would get autographs on random things. Like, Craig, I don't think you're paying attention. My dad goes to Bob Knight basketball camp, okay? Takes a team up there. And he's in a gym full of balls. All right? Basketballs. All right? Because I'm pretty sure it was a girls' camp. But anyway, and Bob
Wow.
Knight's up there coaching. No, it was the boys because he went with another one of his buddies. Anyway,
So there were lots of balls there.
yeah, there were.
Lots of balls.
And Dad asked him on the floor. He's like, "Hey, you mind giving me an autograph?" And Coach Knight was like, "If I give you an autograph out here, I'll have to start giving them to everybody, whatever." So he takes him to the side or whatever somewhere, and instead of my dad getting some sort of cool memorabilia like a ball or like ripping off Bob Knight's shirt and having him sign it or something cool, his dad gets like a piece of paper. Like a
You
piece
don't think that would be creepy if he ripped his shirt off?
Yeah. Coach Knight, it's getting a little awkward out here.
You know, we
No
used to just
shirt
turn
on.
around and they'll sign your shirt.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't want my dad's shirt signed. Anyway, so that's what he gets signed is a piece of notebook paper. And then he saw Pat Summitt. You know who Pat Summitt is? Legendary Tennessee girls basketball coach.
I do.
Oh yeah.
One of
yeah.
one of the best coaches ever.
No, she's probably
the-
she's number one female coach ever. There's no
Yeah.
doubt about it. But the dude from Connecticut,
Yeah. So
I mean,
she,
dude wins 40 games a year.
I don't know where Dad saw her. It's probably a coaching clinic or something. And he got her to sign an autograph on the back of a business card. I don't even know where it's at or where the business or what business card it was. And then he met Charles Barkley. The Barkley autograph was kind of cool though. It was on a state pass for basketball or something.
Oh, that is cool.
I have no idea where it's at either.
I just want to meet Charles Barkley and just hang out with him.
Yeah, no,
Like-
that would be.
Just give me a half an hour of him with a couple drinks in him.
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
that would be cool.
so much fun.
Is it John Daly that has
Drinking problem?
and he's got his own restaurant, and he goes and eats in there all the time, and
I hope you would if it's your own restaurant.
that's true. And
Yeah, I don't want to go there, honey.
yeah,
It's really not that good.
John. Yeah. I had the steak there last week, and it tasted like hammered damage. So let's stay away from
Coincidence,
that.
because I was cooking last week.
Let's
Yeah.
just stay at home.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to go to my own restaurant.
The atmosphere there is just horrible. I don't know who runs that place or owns it, but God, they need to shut that place down.
They're running it
Into the ground.
Into the ground.
Hey, I got a question now that you're back from vacation. Are you going to get GTA?
Yeah, I am. I just have to.
Oh.
There's our fourth.
I just have to stop paying bills. And
And stop buying metal detectors. And
I didn't buy that. Aaron bought that.
Yeah, this is birthday
It was my
present. Or
anniversary present.
oh, was it?
Yeah, I got her the
Oh,
other side of the wedding band.
love the pic, by the way.
Which
Oh,
one?
The one that she posted of you.
Yeah.
Where you're like,
where you was like,
got a towel on your head or something?
I didn't even know she was going to do that.
That's
If
pretty
you
funny.
guys haven't not seen it, my wife posted one of me.
we'll post it on
It was on
Instagram.
Facebook. Yeah, we'll post it on Instagram so everybody can see it, so she can live it up. Yeah, I didn't know she
Daily
was gonna
Beard
post it.
Problems.
Huh?
I said at Daily Beard Problems.
Yeah, yeah.
So, do you really go to bed with a towel on your head, or is that just for the picture?
I don't know. No, I was at the house doing something. I don't know what it was. I think I just had really long hair at the time,
Oh, well, that makes.
and I was just drying my hair. I thought I was probably just being stupid.
So the picture
I
is
had a
of him.
mustache.
Yeah, with a mustache, a towel wrapped around his head like ladies do when they dry in their hair, and another towel like wrapped
I don't know.
like right above his nipples
I
or
have no
something. It
idea.
was really funny, and he's
Yeah,
just cheesing it in the picture.
Yeah, and then like one of his, when you touching your nipple in the picture?
No. Now you're just making stuff up.
No, that's
thought
the
you were-
picture that he took with his buddy when they went to hang out at his house, laying on the frozen pool with nothing on but underwear,
No,
laying
I
sideways.
had shorts
Oh,
on.
yeah.
I had shorts on.
Okay, it looks like you were just wearing
That
underwear.
was a good buddy of mine who was at the house, and it was like,
Yeah.
I doubt he ever comes back to the house because my dog bit him on the face that night while he was there, and he took a photo of me
I
half
remember that.
naked on top of my pool that night. Like,
We're gonna post that one on Instagram
I'm
also.
sure he got home and was like, honey, I don't think I'm going to go visit Buck anymore. You're not going to believe what happened.
That's why I made you put your dog outside when I came over.
He's a tool.
That's fine.
But he's a good dog if you know him.
He's a good dog if you're you or your wife.
Yeah.
That's great if you want a guard dog.
He hates kids. Hates them. He does. I don't ever let him in the house when there's kids at the house. We put him in the back bedrooms and stuff and lock the door so the kids don't go back there. He's horrible, man.
Dangerous,
He
man.
like snarls at children. He thinks they're competition
I just want you to
for
know
food.
that if my daughter's ever at your house and he snarls at her,
He goes and he won't even be out there.
I'm just saying if something ever happened, he would get a boot.
We have to
Face.
put him up.
Yeah, a good boot. to the
No, he
face.
wouldn't. He wouldn't even be out. We don't let him out when kids are there. It's horrible that he's not. He's like that because he has a really good dog.
Speaking of kids, I'm really excited for my daughter's birthday party.
I got to take that day off. What day is that?
Oh,
May 1st.
First Sunday in May.
First Sunday in May.
Daughter's birthday.
Is that the birthday party?
Yeah,
Okay.
Where's it at?
here.
Oh, really?
hmm I think what we're gonna do is try to do it around 6, so everybody that's at work can
Oh yeah.
get over
Pretty
here
cool.
because D-Scrib wants to come and
I mean, if you want us to, like,
Bainal.
we'll bake a cake at the house and stuff.
That'd be sweet.
I mean, if you want to like come to the house and do it.
Well, no, because I want to take it down to the pool
Okay. All right. Makes sense.
because we got the pool and they've got
Oh, yeah.
grills down there. So I figured Craig's pretty handy. So Craig, I'll buy all the food,
He is a little handsy.
and Craig likes to always be doing something, so Craig can grill.
That's true.
So I can play host,
I'll eat.
and we'll have beer and swimming, and maybe we could do it at 5. If everybody could be there, we could do it at 5.
Okay.
Because I think you three, your wives, if they so choose to come,
Farron's not working. She'll be there.
Vance and his kids and his wife.
My dog. You remember my dog?
Yeah. So I can boot him in the face.
The
And
pool is
then-
gonna run red.
Yeah, that should be it.
With blood.
So terrible. We'll grill up some burgers and hang out at the pool.
That's
If it rains, then we'll
Sounds
just
good with me.
hang out up here.
Sounds totally good with me. Cool.
That'd be
Cool.
fun.
Yeah.
Sound like a plan?
Next on the agenda.
So let's get back to this metal detector.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Buck's metal detector because he's all excited. He's been talking about this. No crap for like
Probably 2 months.
Yeah.
no.
It hasn't been 2 months. It's been over.
It's
it
it's
hasn't
been
over
3 or
2
4 months. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you've been. I remember us having a metal detector conversation during the holidays.
You got
Really?
you got serious about it like a month ago, but you were talking about wanting to do that kind of thing.
I did some research and stuff. What do you think about it? It's extracurricular, and that's how you say it, an extracurricular. And then like you if you find something cool, then cool. You're basically preserving history. Is really what I look at it as doing. If I come across something that's really valuable, then cool. But like if I dig up some stuff that's really old and really cool, that's really all I care about.
You need to watch. Last night on Vice, Vice News, I watched a 15-minute short video about Russian guys that do that, but they're digging up World War II relics and bodies.
Oh.
The government doesn't like it, but what they're doing is they're actually reburying the bodies like in actual graves.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And it was really weird because at first I thought they were going to talk about grave robbers, like people stealing the stuff. These dudes don't really sell a lot of it. Most of it is for personal collections. So they go out and they dig all this stuff up, and then they actually rebury the bodies in graves instead of... I mean, these guys are buried a foot underneath this dirt. I mean, it's only, 70 years ago?
What part of Russia were they in? Were they like in around Stalingrad, or were they further?
They were out in the woods. I don't know exactly where. I wasn't.
Because that would be cool.
It could have been
like to go out there and find like an old bayonet or something.
Dude, no, he walked up there, and in 2 minutes they dug up a full body with. I mean, they were pulling up rifles, they were pulling up bayonets, they were pulling up belt buckles, boot straps. I mean, anything that you can think of. Anything you can think of.
Well, because until, what was it, the Battle of Carthage against Rome and Carthage, until Stalingrad happened, that was actually the bloodiest battle ever. Like 150,000 people died in that battle.
That's a lot of people.
In Stalingrad, the battle lasted over 8 months, and more than 500,000 people died. Soviets and Germans trying to take the city. Like, it was crazy. Like, they leveled Stalingrad to the ground.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen movies where they, depict what happened.
Yeah.
I'm sure it does it absolutely zero justice to what actually happened.
Well, that's what I mean. Is I always think of how worse, how much worse it could be.
Yeah.
So bad.
Because I've seen...
You can watch documentaries and stuff. If you compiled all the documentaries, then you would probably start getting oh, this is really what happened. But there's like people that survived World War II and stuff, and it's only, I don't know what channel it's on, but they interview about, I don't know, 5-10 of them, and they tell exactly what happened while they were there and stuff, and it's like heart-wrenching, like, it's insane.
Well, that's the difference between the wars now and the wars back then. Now we don't just have written accounts. Yeah. Now we have actual photographic evidence and video. I mean, there was some in World War II, but think of what we have now compared to what they had. I mean,
yeah. Look, I tell you what, not to take away from that, but the metal detecting thing. What was amazing to me was when we went down to Natchez, Mississippi, to tour the old antebellum homes and stuff. You could go down there, and because it's spring pilgrimage time, so you can go down there and tour the homes. It's really cool because they take you in and show you some stuff. It's not as good of a tour as we toured. What's the lady's name? Molly Brown, the lady from Titanic. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen the movie Titanic?
She played the chicken?
Years and years.
You know
and years
Kathy
ago.
Bates when she's on the Titanic?
I swear you just said, did she play a chicken?
Well, I'm talking about
Yeah,
like
that's
the
what I
main
was like.
chick, that
I was like,
drive-
no, there was just a bunch
No,
of
you said is
females.
a chick in it, which I get it now, but it sounded
Yeah.
like you said,
The chicken.
did she play a chicken?
Which I was
Oh, it's-
confused for a second.
Yeah.
Well,
in
she
it.
did
Anyway.
drop Leo, or what's his face?
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah, off the damn door.
She didn't drop. Come on now, man.
Look, I mean,
She punched him in the face.
I'm a huge
I mean,
fan
if she loved
stuff
him
from the
enough, she
Titanic.
would die with it.
We
I'm just
toured the
saying.
thing in Gatlinburg, and we went somewhere else and toured
I
Molly
would
Brown's
love
house.
to learn about the Titanic by going to a museum, but I hated the movie.
I didn't watch the movie. I'm not
Dude,
going
that
to watch
movie
the
made me cry.
It's like 3
I would-
hours long, man.
Some girl made me go back. I think came out when I was in high school, probably.
Yeah, for 98, something like that.
Yeah, right after high school, some
96.
chick took me to it.
Maybe even sooner than that.
I never watched it. I've never watched any of it.
It's
Because I know
terrible.
it's so long.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
what, 3 hours?
That's an investment, man. 3 hours of your time?
Yeah. You should
Yeah,
pay
I went
me to
because it
watch
was
this
with a
movie.
girl. That's
and
an
you
investment.
won't get it back. There's one thing you'll never get. It's time. You're never gonna get that back. So I just can't waste it watching, and not a true account of it. So anyway, you should check it out. There's a place in Gatlinburg that you tour.
How
It's
did
got
it
a
end up
bunch
in
of stuff.
Gatlinburg, Tennessee?
I don't know, but everything in the museum is authentic. It's from the Titanic.
That's just funny. That's of an odd kind of spot, like maybe New York or L.A. or
There's stuff
But
there too, I'm sure.
Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
But Gatlinburg, it took us 2 or 3 hours to walk through it because it's so much stuff and it's just really interesting. But anyway,
Probably created by somebody who has a love of the history of
I'm
it.
sure. But what I was saying was when we went and toured those homes, there's a place in there called the Towers, and they tell the whole story. Whatever. Well, the people that live in the house actually own the house and live in the house, so it's not like you walk in and they're like, "Oh, don't touch this, don't all this stuff." They didn't. All other
It's
homes,
crazy that's where they live.
all the other homes would have like ribbons across chairs and stuff
Yeah, you can't touch anything.
that you can't sit down or whatever. Which you don't sit down in the houses anyway because you're touring the house. But
Right.
the two owners of the house, the woman and the man, they're actually engaged right now. They're going to get married. Nothing anybody cares. But I just thought I'd tell you. Anyway, they tell you the story about it or whatever, and he's talking about it, and I was really talking to him about the whole area and stuff, and he said, yeah, we were putting an irrigation system in, a few years ago or whenever, and they were turning up the soil and stuff, and they were finding like bullets and like all kinds of stuff, and my thought in my head was like, why is someone not metal detecting this entire area?
Yeah.
Like, why would you not? Because you're not going to upset. Like, yeah, you're going to have like a little slit in the soil, and it may look kind of rough a little bit for a while, but you're preserving stuff that's going to be lost forever if you don't find it, And like Ulysses S. Grant stayed in that house for a little bit. There's a story about how like his lieutenants, well, I don't know how it works. He was a general, right?
Yeah.
So whatever's below him was staying in the house with the family because down in Natchez and stuff, they were sympathetic with the Union. So they didn't burn through like they did up here. You know how they just destroyed stuff because the Confederacy was up here? But supposedly Grant was like, you guys don't want to be staying in that house with them because they're not in the Army. So, but they had lived with the Army for so long that the Army let the family leave and take everything in the house with them. And they took everything in the house, and then Grant came down to stay in the house because that's where he was going to stay. When he got down there, wasn't anything in the house. So he's like super
Pissed off general.
Yeah, and supposedly he
Not
went
very
in
happy.
and like broke the mantle in one of the rooms, and supposedly he rode like his horse through the middle of the house and stuff. So whether that happened,
If I was a general and I was mad, I'd ride my horse wherever I damn well please.
yeah, I would too.
I don't know. Jackson did that. He got his arm shot off. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. It's just your arm.
What was Lee's
Got
famous
one
saying
more.
that Jackson lost his left arm and while I lost my right arm? I'm talking about his right hand general.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I read biographies and stuff. My bad.
I can't
No,
wait.
it's cool, man.
Now
I'm
that we're
fixing
talking
to-
about history, I can't wait to get back to school.
I'm really
Yeah.
fixing to start looking into Civil War stuff. I really am. I almost bought a book today.
What do you?
I got
what do
a-
you?
you
Wait,
want-
I say that like it's a big thing.
I've got a
Guys,
No,
I almost bought a book today.
I got a question. What are you fixing?
Huh?
You said you're fixing to do something.
I'm about to.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Hey, I watched a thing today talking about how we talk down here, and the way we talk down here is actually just a variation of how people from like England and stuff like that, the upper class of them, how they talked. I'm not kidding you. Look it
It
up.
just goes to show you where we place England on our list.
Like the upper class. So
They're a hardy people.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got to take that back because not only is a bunch of my family from the South, but a bunch of my family's from England. Like my cousins
Yeah.
all live in England. So, but come on, that was pretty funny.
That was.
It was pretty funny.
That was a little hurtful.
I just want everybody to know that anything we say on this podcast is all in jest. We're just joking around.
Except for the fact that now I ain't coming to your daughter's birthday party.
Speaking of Great Britain, you know, I'm sure y'all been flipping through the cable. You see C-SPAN, you're like, who watches this boring crap?
What does C-SPAN stand for?
I have no idea.
Central
actually.
Spanish?
But
No,
you
that's
know,
totally
you flip
not
through
it.
and they'll be like in a court session or whatever with Congress. Flip through when like
The British House of Commons.
House of Commons is in session.
Oh, they scream and yell at each
Dude,
other?
that's fireworks, man. That's better than the damn 5 o'clock news in Memphis. at
Hey,
9 o'clock,
that's
you know?
good,
I
though.
mean,
That 5 o'clock news in Memphis, if
Dude.
you never watched it, that's some crazy crap.
Thank you for joining us tonight. 3 homicidal murderers are loose tonight and burnt down 4 towns. Like, I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty... It's crappy stuff.
Memphis is
'cause I
one of
hate-
the most dangerous
Yeah.
cities per capita.
I think Jackson, Mississippi's number 1, isn't it?
Guess where they place one of the most dangerous areas? Is right around the VA hospital that I go to.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me at
That
all.
doesn't
All the time.
actually. Because, I mean, the government's always buying cheap land. So why would...
I
that
tell you where
sucks.
else crappy places to go are, and I don't know why it's like this, but like dang near every city is around the baseball fields. If you have if your baseball field is there, a lot
It's-
of times the areas around it are
It's
rough.
because
Yeah. But
they've
it's-
been around for a long time, most of them.
And I guess because you have so much foot traffic that homeless and stuff like that get to see thousands of people, and
Yeah,
surely they're like,
might be.
surely somebody will, you know,
Well, yeah, I mean, like, you have veterans over here, but, like, that's one of the oldest part of towns, too.
Veterans Boulevard.
Yeah, yeah. But, like, you go to West Point, that's not really a fair assessment because, like, West Point's not a great city to live in.
No,
I'm just saying. And sorry for those who live in
Live
West
in West
Point, but, I mean, I'm just
the
saying,
150 people that live in West Point. No, I don't know how many.
like, I
people
mean,
live in West
like,
Point.
you'll go by there and you'll see, like, 900 people all playing basketball. Like, how do 900 people play on one court?
It's 450 on 450.
I guess.
It's gangsta.
Half court.
Boy, half court.
Yeah, the other end of the court's being used for.
All right, after you guys play, after you guys make a basket, you sit. And us 5 are going to come on.
Yeah.
You make a basket, we'll come off. The next 5 will come on.
Nobody's calling next game. They're calling next pass.
Yeah.
I got next.
All right. Oh, you got a pass. Get out.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Oh, you dropped a pass. Get out.
Yeah. Start to scrim.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
All right. What's today's date?
24th.
24th.
Shall we look up this day in history?
We should.
Weird.
All right. This day in history. History.com. The History Channel. March 24th.
Get paid to do that.
Pretty big day in history if you count the lead story. 1989, Exxon Valdez runs aground.
Crap.
Do you remember where that
Birth
is?
year.
Huh?
That's my birth year.
89. I was
Oh,
5.
man,
I was started kindergarten.
that's right. You guys are babies. I remember when this happened.
You're literally like 4 years older than me.
I know, but I remember this when this happened. You probably don't remember it.
You were
Where's
8.
Their little pink?
I
were
remember
9.
it. I remember it. You know what else happened in 1989?
Craig was born.
Craig was born.
When
1989
the collapse
earthquake.
Of,
89.
89 earthquake. I was there.
oh wait, what was it? The collapse of the Soviet Union was in '89, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
Pretty
89.
Sure.
My
Is it the
aunt,
'89 or '90?
my aunt and uncle got married on my birthday in 89.
Whoa.
You want to know what happened in Hollywood
Super,
this year?
super important information.
Here's super important information. In Hollywood, on March 24, 2002, Halle Berry and Denzel Washington triumphed at the Oscars.
Oh, well, I'll be.
In music, our hometown hero from Tupelo, Mississippi,
Elvis.
Elvis Presley, is inducted into the U.S. Army
When was that?
in 1958.
58. It's a good year.
Guess what else happened in 1976?
76.
Famous person was born.
It was the bicentennial.
What? Peyton Manning was born.
76 was the bicentennial. 1776, 1976. Don't act like I'm a fool. That's
I
correct.
never said you were a fool.
That's correct. Craig's looking at me
I
like
have
I'm
said
an
you're
idiot.
from the South, but I've never
Craig
called you a fool. In 1955, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof opened.
Never seen it.
John Wesley Powell was born.
Don't know who that is.
Me neither. Let's find out who John Wesley Powell was.
Powell.
Powell.
You know who I sure?
I bet he invented the Powell driver.
You know who I share a birthday with?
Wait.
Rosie O'Donnell.
My wife.
That makes you a
Yeah.
winner.
But she's what is she, 87? 88?
Don't get me lying to you. Yeah, it's
Oh.
87.
Okay. Good.
She does have the same birthday.
My computer's
We'll
frozen,
edit this
so I
out
can't
for-
look up who John Wesley Powell is.
I told you who he was.
He's from the Old West.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, that's what it says. It says Old West, 1834. John Wesley Powell was
Do you
born.
know there is still land out west that is not owned by anybody?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Most of it.
Random land out there that you could just claim, I guess, if you homesteaded it and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
how that works.
that's where a lot of it. Like when the Dust Bowl came through, there was a lot of homesteaders that was out there, and a lot of them just packed up and left. And the government came in and re-seized the land. It never got rebought. There's literally thousands of acres.
You could technically just go out there if you wanted to buy that land.
You would
I
have to
think
buy it
it's
from the government.
It's now
but-
considered government property.
Yeah, they
But
probably
you could
turned it into
still-
a park or
No, some of it's
National
just
reserve.
Donaldson is just like public land. There's be a sign that says public land.
Yeah, it's public. It's public land, but
Yeah.
it's still owned by the government.
But you could, I figure you could buy it if you did something. to
You,
it.
I mean, honestly, the government would probably sell it to you if you wanted it, as long as like there wasn't like any like EPA.
Most of
or
that kind of
whatever.
stuff, it's probably in the middle of nowhere. It's worth nothing.
Yeah.
There's no power. There's no water.
Probably goes for like $30 an acre.
Sold. I'll buy it.
Yeah, I'm sure your wife would love that.
She would. She
Hey,
supports
we're
me.
going.
She supports you. If you were like, honey, I just bought 40 acres in the Arizona desert. There's no water. There's no elevation. It's all flat. And I got a great deal on it. It was only $60,000.
And we're going to start a NASCAR track.
And also,
Do you know what she would say?
See you later.
No. I don't think she'd say see you later because your wife's not like that. She'd kick you in the balls. She'd punch you in the mouth.
All right.
She'd probably give you the cold treatment for about 2 months.
that's funny because it's Arizona.
Hey.
Yeah.
She wouldn't go. She would, unless
No,
unless I had a really good reason.
You would
She
have to
wouldn't
build
let
a
you- she would
value.
not let you
like,
go.
She would stand behind me
Like-
if I had a good reason. If I was just like, yeah, about 40 acres, and she's like, why'd you buy that? And I was like, I don't know.
But see, you
'Cause
got to build
I had
value in
extra-
it.
Because I had
It's like-
$1,200.
Think about all the money we drown in suntan beds every year. Here you go.
Exactly.
I mean,
Every time you want to get a suntan, we just
Yeah.
go out there.
Yeah, and stay out there for 20 minutes. Come back in. You're,
Money saved.
yeah.
Come back in. You're going to have to go out there.
I'm going to take a
Oh,
tent.
that's what I'm saying. You go out, say for 20 minutes, just like a suntan bed. You come back in.
Now, if you were going to open up like a solar plant or something,
Oh, see, there you go.
I
don't
but
have
then the
That's
government would
already-
charge you billions of dollars.
That's already been attempted and failed.
Yeah.
So,
There's a bunch of those that have failed so far.
yeah. That's
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, they're not like true solar, like like sun hits it, collects energy. Like they direct mirrors into basically like a boiler, and it does like steam power stuff.
Oh,
The only
Just
problem
super
with that,
expensive to maintain,
yeah.
from what I understand.
yeah, it's like it costs like $80 million to build a plant.
Oh, and
it only
birds fly
gener-
into it, and it's so hot
Yeah.
that it sears them instantly.
oh, that sucks. Like
Thinking
the number,
you're
just
just-
like the number one.
Thinking you're
complaint.
like cleaning the mirrors, you're like just sitting there cleaning. Just so you know, because we're not on video, I'm fake cleaning something, and then all of a sudden it's just like thunk 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 thunk. There's just like geese dropping out of the sky,
That sucks,
fully
man.
cooked. You're like, oh look, it's dinner. Mm.
That would be. That would be bad. What
One
would be-
tasty goose.
It'd also be really bad if like
Hey,
you were out there cleaning it, and for somehow I don't know how you turn it on or turn it off, but if they like cut it on, and then like you automatically got like this super hot sunburn out of nowhere.
Well, they say if you
if
stood in
that's
front of
not
mirrors,
said 20 minutes, not 15.
yeah, it would burn you.
well, wouldn't it be cool as if like something actually like that did happen, and you had like a squirt gun filled with like vegetable, you're like squirting the geese as they were coming out, just stick right there.
Keep it going, Billy. That's 3 geese. Tell Jimmy not to come in today. We only got 3.
Only a couple of Southerners We're thinking about deep frying the geese as they were
Dude.
coming down.
Dude, man, we could
Smash.
pop it at the local deli.
I would
Done.
smash, man.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Then I would just open up a restaurant down the street.
See, you ain't never had one of these geese before.
Speaking
It's,
of the local deli-
sun fried.
That's right.
Speaking of our local deli, if you live in Tupelo, Mississippi, stop by Amsterdam Deli and Beer in
Yeah,
Belden.
check it out.
It's really good.
I would be throwing. What I'd be doing is throwing like strips of bacon on that thing. You don't even have to. You don't even have to have a kitchen, man.
Buck's clean. In one mirror, Buck's over here cleaning. The other one needs to go.
You can hear the guy.
Flipping
You can
the-
hear the guy flipping the bacon and stuff. What are you doing up there? It's cool, man. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I got to cook this bacon and eggs.
One side cleaning, one side making some bacon.
Exactly. It's. I mean, it's just
Or
a.
you could just go all out in it and just do like full on hibachi.
Exactly. You cut out a hole in the middle of it so the guy can stand in the middle of it,
Yeah.
and he's got a 360 hibachi around him. It's just a good idea.
Oh,
Just a
Oh, an
thought.
egg roll. Japanese
Egg roll.
Coca-Cola.
That's definitely a brilliant
It's
conversation.
just a thought.
How to cook a goose
On a solar.
while it's flying down, being cooked on a solar mirror
Yeah.
grid.
Or you could just stick have a bunch of skewers sticking out and just hope the goose flies into the skewer. And then you're good.
Oh, that's
Wow.
awesome.
Then you're done. Then you just cut it off and it's already cooked.
Well, as much as I'd like to continue to talk about how to cook a goose as it was flying down, burning, that's the end of today's get together.
Oh, so sad.
Don't forget to catch us online, PlayStation 4.
GTA.
GTA.
GTA now.
Uh,
No longer Battlefield.
No, it's still Battlefield for me. If you're gonna catch me anywhere, it's gonna be on Battlefield.
You're gonna catch. They can still get in our rooms on GTA.
Well, just look us up online. The Naval Train for Robbie.
Shady Sosby for Buck.
And Cranky Pants Op for Craig.
And,
So- And Ren Vented for Joseph.
R-E-N, not reinvented. Ren
Next week we're gonna have a special guest.
we are
We have a comedian,
one of our new
named
favorite guys.
Blake Austin, who is putting a what do you call it? A short? What do
It's
they
a
call
movie.
it? A movie
It's a
short.
movie.
I think they call them movie shorts, right?
Yeah,
Something like
So
that.
it's a short movie, I guess you could call it, that we saw the trailer of, and it's really super funny. And we're gonna present the trailer next week. We're gonna interview Blake. He's a really funny dude,
He is.
and we're also gonna provide him with just a smidgen of alcohol because he said if you get him a little liquored up, he's a lot funnier. So.
well, that's easy.
We're going to liquor them up and get them on there. But, again, check us out next week. We appreciate you guys listening.
They're posted now, right?
We're posted.
Yes.
First episode is on YouTube, The Brilliant Beards. You can find us on Instagram at Daily Beard Problems and at The Brilliant Beards.
We don't frequent that as much. We do Daily Beard.
Daily Beard Problems, a little more
Yeah.
a little more active.
Frequent, yeah.
And then our Facebook and our website should hopefully be up sometime in the near future. But catch us again next week.
Thank you much.
The Brilliant Beards, Robbie,
Beards.
Buck, and Craig. We're
See
out.
ya.